Hello, I'm Boot FM and welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me. Now you've seen the title, you've probably seen the thumbnail on YouTube, and you're probably wondering, have you done something like this recently? Well, I did. How to the Wonderkid test. Used a similar thumbnail that I designed last year. I'm just lazy. And if you want to see that, I basically trained a Wonderkid myself, let the computer train it, and sent him out alone, and then compared it all just to see which is the best. That video was back a few days. You can go have a look at that. This video is totally different. Last year, I worked for FM Scout. I had a great year in FM Scout. I left this year to concentrate on my own channel, and I had a baby. I just didn't have enough time to do both things. And I did an episode last year. I created the Wonderkid Wanderers team. I filled it with what I thought was a great Wonderkid squad of great young players that I liked. Not everyone agreed with it, but no one ever does. I think someone else in the community who I worked with last year on FM Scout has got a series called Wonderkid Wanderers. It was mine. I'm not bothered about him using it. I don't think he's going to be bothered about me using it again. But just in case you're wondering, I did originally think of it. And all this episode is about, really, is I put a Wonderkid squad together. I've got a Wonderkid chairman, Wonderkid staff. We've got a great medical staff, wait till you'll see. We've got a Wonderkid squad. We've got 3 players in every position and a few extra. I think there's like at least 30 odd players, all 21 and under. Most of them are Wonderkids. The rest of them are very good young players. So we're going to have a look. We'll have a look how they do in the Premier League in a season. Can they do well as a bunch of kids, even though the quality? Can they still do well? And then we're going to go forward 3 years as well. So let's get into it. So here we are with Wonderkid Wanderers. Now if you did watch my video last year on FM Scout, yeah, I've just kept the same kits and the same badge. They're good, aren't they? Why change it? I will make this database available if anyone wants it. I'll try and remember. I'll do it over Christmas at some point. If you want it, ask for it. If you want the kits and that, you'll have to. I can send you them, but you will have to put them all in yourself. It's not hard. But you know, have a bit of fun with it. You could have a bit of fun. Right, let's get through it and let me explain all about Wonderkid Wanderers Football Club. Now straight away you'll see here I put them under a 3-year ban, transfer ban. The reason behind that was I didn't want them buying players like Dybala or the good players that aren't young. I want them to be forced to use a squad. They can sell players, they can have regens come through their academy, which is top class by the way, but they can't buy anyone for 3 years, so it forces them to hopefully keep hold of this squad and pick the best out of the bunch, because that's why I've gone for 3 players in each position. So it gives them a chance to, some are going to, you know, fight for that role, and some are going to fall away, some of them are going to rise up. But yeah, buzzing with this. Now, they were formed in 2011. The only reason I've done that is to pretend that they've started at the very bottom, in the Evo stick, and they won. Well, they got promoted every year by coming 3rd apparently. It's because they've got no history. This is a blank canvas for you. If you want to have a play of this, it's a blank canvas. Good old Wonderkid Wanderers. They play at the Wonderkid Dome. Superstar Stadium. 80,000 capacity. It's got a roof, digital ad boards. I think it's even retractable, is it maybe? I think so. It's an awesome stadium. Let's have a look at the facilities as a whole. Click on facilities. So yeah, 80,000. It was built in 2015. Very good. It's got grass synthetic mix because it's fancy. It's got top corporate facilities, state-of-the-art training facilities, the data analysis facilities. That's something you can't do on the editor, I don't think. I can't find it. But you can build that up yourself quite easily. I know that from my series. Don't worry about that. State-of-the-art youth facilities, extensive youth recruitment, yada yada yada. You've got the Wonderkid training complex, which is a 5,000 capacity stadium as well, but it's also a training ground for youth teams and so on. So yeah, great facilities. Staff-wise, I've not gone all out. There's loads of stuff you can do yourself if you want to play this. Like your under-23s, your extra coaches, youngster coaches, all that stuff. That's totally up to you. I just want to give it a basic frame of staff. So the chairman, you might recognise this fella, Mark Zuckerberg. He's only in his 20s still, isn't he? Or he's 30 or whatever he is. But, you know, he's a billionaire American. So, you know, he's the chairman. Fair play. The manager is Julian Nagelsmann. I think that's how you say his name. He's only 29. He's the Hoffenheim manager. He's got loads of promise. Look at him. I just thought he'd be perfect. Absolutely perfect to be the manager of Wonderkid Wanderers. Hopefully you don't get the sack and he can grow. Assistant manager, come for Scott Parker. Look how good he is. I can't remember, where was he at now? Tottenham under-18s manager. He's bloody brilliant. He's going to be a good manager in this game anyway. He wants to be. He don't want to be an assistant, but he is your assistant at the start. Head of youth, we've got Christian Speakman, who we got from Birmingham, just because look how good he is. I've never heard of him in my life. He's only 37. Great head of youth. This is the guy that brings in your regens. Goalkeeping coach, Michael Landreau. I think that's how you say his name. I do remember him as a player. He's about my age. He was manager in France. He's now a goalkeeping coach. You know what I mean? Much better than being a manager. Fitness coach, I found Harry Kuehl. He is a fitness coach, but his fitness ain't the greatest. But I think he's got a lot of promise. So again, a lot of these staff will get better with you as the club grows if you can keep hold of them, or they can keep hold of them. I think he'll do all right. First coach, Esteban Cambiaso, 36 years old, legend. Next coach, he's 40, still young in terms of being a coach. He was a scout and he's been caretaker manager and assistant manager at Bayern Munich. So he's got good stock, this lad. Loads of caps as well. Next up was Ukraine manager. He's now a coach at Wonderkid Wanderers FC. Andrei Shevchenko, one of my favourite strikers of all time. I used to always buy him for Man United on old football managers. Legend, man. Your last coach is a true legend. World Cup winner. Got loads of promises as a coach, although I think he's more of a pundit. I've said this before, why don't they have a pundit attribute? Let them be pundits. I think that should happen in the future. But yeah, you've got Thierry Henry as a coach. Now the medical team. I might have had a bit of fun with this. They're all women. They're all actually in the game. And they're all pretty fit, hot, pretty sexy. A lot of them. Some of them had rubbish stats. I might have boosted them. I just wanted a hot female medical team. I was having a bit of fun. So you've got the famous physio as your head physio. She's my physio on my Manchester Central save. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. Links down below. She's your head physio, ex-Chelsea. You've got the lovely Victoria here. Look at the lovely Victoria. 27-year-old Scottish loveliness. She's your head of sports science. You've got Michaela. She's English, 26. Lovely looking. Next up is Sophia. She looks very serious. Won't mess with her. 29-year-old French girl. She's your other physio. Alicia Jones, Welsh, 32. Okay, great physio. And the last up is Anja Strobel. I think that's how you say it. 32-year-old German. She's come from RB Leipzig as a physio. She's now a sports scientist for you. And she's alright. But what a medical team, eh? Whenever you get an injury, or a player gets an injury, you're going to be pretty happy. But I won't go for all the scouts, because it takes forever. But this is your chief scout. He's only 30, and it's the same thing. I've just found young, good scouts. I've not tweaked it. Just found young, good scouts. But you've got loads of room to add more staff yourself. So, you know, if you do want to play this game, feel free. And I think the computer's going to fill the spots. So just a thing you can do for yourself, but you've got a good basis of staff. Now, there's 30 odd players. Now, I could go through all the players. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down. Now, you can see the squad. Some of them, there's going to be a couple of regens chucked in because the computer likes to fill out some holes itself. So when you get the database yourself and you play it, some of them, the young regens won't be in your game, obviously. But the main players will. And you can already see a few of them for yourself. Maybe you can't see the ones at the bottom. But I'll arrange it by value, the top value first. And we'll have a look at some of the key guys I've put in here. I have gone formation-wise, we'll have a look for that in a minute. But I've gone 4 at the back, with 2 in the middle, 3 forwards with a striker. So, and then I've just gone for, like, you know, 3 defensive midfielders, 3 central midfielders, 3 attacking midfielders, and I think maybe 4-5 strikers. So there's so much room and so much potential. It could be a really fun save, and it's going to be interesting to see how well they actually do, because they're all young, there's no experience. So first up, we've got Dembele, the Barcelona player who's got injured. I've took away his injury because that'd be no freaking fun. But he's got a load of potential. Now, I haven't touched any of these lads. All these lads are what they are, and he is a wonderkid. So he's not playing in real life, but it'll be good to see what he does in the Premier League. Obviously, I had to pick this lad. I think I might have put him in the squad as a winger though, even though it does say he's a striker, but he's still a good winger. Obviously, if cancel his transfers, he's not at Paris Saint-Germain, he's not going to be going to Paris Saint-Germain. He's all yours, and he's only on 50 grand a week. Next up is quite an exciting looking player, I think. Marco Asensio from Real Madrid. I think he looks really good. He's more, you know, your main number 1 attacking midfielder. Now in real life, it's being talked about, especially in the paper today, that he's having a right drop off in form. He hasn't got any greens, but he's still a great player on here. He is not a wonderkid classed as, but he's only 21, and he's still a good player. Next up is Gabriel Jesus. Is that how you say it? I just call him Jesus. It's easy. I'm lazy. Again, he's got no greens, but I've seen this kid become class, and he is a Wonderkid. Next up is the Man United player and the guy I used in the other Wonderkid video to do my training exercise with. Again, he's good, and like I proved in the other video, if you really work hard, you can become a very good player. If you don't, you can become average. I've got one save where he's at Burnley, and he's just like an okay striker at Burnley, so it'll be interesting to see if he can do well at Wonderkid Wanderers. Next up is Leroy Sané, left winger for Manchester City. It just says he's a winger. He is 21 years old, but he is a good player, so it's some exciting youth here that you can have a lot of fun with. Right, so I can't go for every player, it'd take forever. Most of you know the main names. Donnarumma, I can't ever say his name. He's your number one keeper, really. This lad, I will have a quick look at him. I've never heard of Mike Magan. I never heard of him. French lad, but I think he looks like he could be all right. To be fair, anyway, so you got some good keepers. He's good. Alban Lafont, I've seen him become good. He's only 18. These are all the players that can play left back. Some of them are right backs. Don't get me wrong, but Alex Grimaldo, he's very good. Very good. I've had him on other saves in other games. Henriks can play both, but I've brought him in as a right back. He is a Wonderkid. Top class player in. Defensive wise, at the top, let's have a quick look at the number one, Nicholas Sewell. Again, look at him, so much promise. Powerful centre back, only 21. Right, defensive midfielders, this guy's injured. Maybe I should have took that off. I didn't realise. I can't be bothered going back. He's out for 3 months potentially, which is rubbish really, because look how good he is. He's got so much potential. Now, obviously, you've seen a few of the other ones. There's one last player I want to show you, and that is this kid, who is a Wonderkid. And he's 19, the Danish lad, Kasper Dolberg. Took him from Ajax. I think he scored a goal every other game for Ajax last year. And I think he's got so much promise. It's a bit scary. I really think he could be a very good player, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens with Kasper Dolberg. Right then, the tactic I went for, I haven't developed the tactic. I've just basically, you can tell the manager which tactic they like, the basic formation and the club. And I went for this one. It's a standard, isn't it? And it is probably going to work the best for him. It gives them lots of different options, I suppose. If they want to change it, they can change it. But I think this will probably be what they stick with. And it's what the squad fits into the best, really. Now, also, what I did with the chairman and the manager, you can really go into him on the editor. The chairman will only ever sign, in case he does lose the manager, he'll only ever want to sign young managers. He'll only want to sign, he wants young players, bring you through. He wants young signings. It's all about youth. The mentality of the manager is the same. Everything this club is built around is about youth. Wonderkid Wanderers FC. So we're going to have a look. We're going to jump forward a year. We're going to see how they do in the debut season in the Premier League. And then I'll jump forward to the end of the transfer ban, and we'll see if they can win anything. I reckon they've got to win something. Right then, we've jumped forward 12 months, and straight away I can see UEFA Champions League. So they've definitely got top 4 last year. Let's have a look how they did then. Well, I'll be honest, I didn't expect that. I really didn't. I know they're good young players, but last year on FM Scout, I think they did well. I think they got into the Europa League spaces. I didn't think they'd win it. And they only won it by 3 points. They lost 7 games, drawn 8, won 23. But they won the Premier League. It's brilliant. The FA Cup, though, they got to the semi-final as well. That's pretty good. Got beat 3-2 off Chelsea, which is, a bit unlucky. But fair play, man, because they're a young team. So I'm really happy with that. Also, they didn't play in the League Cup. I think they'll be playing it in this year. I don't know what the rules are specifically on that one. Maybe you have to at least have a year before you can go into it. I don't know. I should look that up. I can't tell you. So they've only played in the League and the FA Cup. But this year, this next season, going to be a lot more games, especially with the Champions League. Let's have a look at the sold anybody. Right, straight away you will notice that my series is there, Manchester Central, because when you build a database, sometimes it's just easy to use one and build upon it. Because when you create a club, it gets its own code, and if I didn't build upon it, it'd give the same code as my Manchester Central team. Then when I change the logos, they change their logos, and I can't be bothered switching all the logos about. So it's just easier to create a new team within a new team. So Manchester Central are in the Vanarama North in this database as well. So if you're a fan of my series and you're one of my subscribers and you download this database, not only can you play as Wonderkid Wanderers, you can play as Manchester Central starting in the Vanarama North, but you can also play as my personal save, Denton Villa. Now, I didn't talk about this earlier, I forgot, But I did put them on as affiliate clubs. Now, I put on Atlanta because I like them. They've got a great stadium. This is basically, because you're in the Premier League, it was a financial benefit affiliate. Obviously, Manchester Central, who I've got my series with, they're an affiliate if you want to send players down to non-league. And then you've got Denton Villa, which is my personal save, which starts off in about, is it League 2? They've got promoted, so you can play as them if you want as well. This one, I've not done that. The computer's added that one. So yeah, back to the transfers out. I'm guessing this guy is a regen. I think he will be. Yeah, he will be. He's gone on loan because that's non-league. Rob Holding, the guy from Arsenal, is okay as well. Decent. He went out on loan. And Wilfred, who I thought would play because he's got some good stats. 21-year-old Nigerian. He's gone on loan as well. And that's it. Now, a quick look at staff. None have gone out, which is brilliant. But like I said, there's loads of room to add more. And the computer's added all these. You know, definitely loads of under 18s, a couple under 23s, a manager, and so on and so on. I don't know how young they're all going to be, even though it's all about youth. Definitely not young. But that's up to you. That gives you, if you want to play this, a bit of something to do yourself. I think year one was a success. The Premier League champions are in Europe. They haven't lost anybody, anyone significant. We could look at how well the players have done that first year, but let's get straight to the end. Let's see how well they do after 3 years. Can they win the Champions League? Right, here we are in 2020. Transfer ban has gone. I think it went about a month ago, was it? Something like that. Straight away, look, the manager. They're still in the Champions League. They've been successful, so I'm guessing the manager's left. Must have. And I can see up there straight away, they've obviously, I think they've won and maybe come second. I can see that from the graph. Got a great manager, still fairly young. He's got good stats, hasn't he? What's he been doing since Barcelona or FC Bayern? Right, fair play, he's FC Bayern manager before this. He's 50, so he's still a youngish manager. Great stats, hopefully he can take the club forward. Let's have a look at the history of managers. And Julian has just left a few weeks ago. Why? He's left himself. He won 2 leagues and a cup. Oh, what cup did he win? The Community Shield. So we now know they haven't won the Champions League. But what was he doing? PSG. He's left to be Paris Saint-Germain manager. Right, so here's the first season after 1 year. We all know they won that by 3 points. The year after, though, bit of a dip. Still managed to get into the Champions League, finished 4th. Some way off the top. Man United, glory Man United, beat Liverpool to the title. Arsenal 3rd, City, boo, look at City. Happy with that. And then last year they got the title back. Liverpool came 2nd again. Wowzers. Who's their manager? Wow, not Jurgen Klopp. Right, let's have a look at the Champions League. This is the first year in the Champions League. They got to the first round knockout. Was taken out by Juventus, but you know, first year in it, still all young. The year after, same point again. This time they were knocked out by Real Madrid. Gutted, and it was close. 3-2 and a 2-1. FA Cup the year after. They got to the semi-final and they were knocked out by Chelsea in the 6th round, 1-0. Tammy Abraham scored. And the year after, they got to the semi-final again, getting so close, and they were knocked out by Newcastle. No offence, but Newcastle. Danny Ings as well scored in the 101st minute. Oh, wow. That is disappointing. Right, so with the League Cup, I know for a fact with the FA Cup, sorry, the club has to be 2 years old, or you can't play on it straight away on this game. The League Cup, though, must be I don't know how to work around that then, because they couldn't play in it. They couldn't play in it again. They couldn't play in it until the 3rd season, so they now can. And in the first time they ever played in the League Cup, they were beaten 2-1 by Everton. So they've won 2 Premier League titles, they won a Community Shield, and they've been close twice in the FA Cup. That's it, but they're still a young team. Let's have a look at the transfers before I look at the squad. The second season, still under a ban, they brought no one in. It will be interesting to have a look if they've got any good Wonderkids on it through their own academy. Again, the first player they ever sold was Jason Denayer, I think his name is. Might pronounce that wrong. Centre half. He looked good, but obviously he never really made it in the squad. He's gone to PSV. Everyone else went out on loan. He sent 2 out to the affiliate clubs, my clubs. Dolberg. Ben Chilwell, he's decent left back on this game. The year after again, obviously, still couldn't sign anyone. Started to sell some players off here. Moussa Dembele left. Now he's a decent striker, but he's gone to Aston Villa. Marco, he left. Central midfielder who had lots of promises again. I don't think he's fulfilled it at 24 years old. He's left and joined RB Leipzig. And then Gray left, Damari Gray, great young winger. Again, maybe he's just not developed because he hasn't been playing, because he's like Christian Pulisic, Kingsley Coleman. Probably struggles to get in the team, didn't he? And again, they've loaned out quite a few players. And then this summer, so far, they've actually been able to buy some players. They've bought this lad who's 25, Kepa. Never heard of him, I'll be honest. They've bought Gabriel Barbosa, who's now a winger apparently. Still decent, 23. And they've bought him. So they're bringing in young players. I like that. 25 and under. He's good still. It matches the rest of the squad. Now on the way out, they've brought, well, 82 million they've brought in. They've got rid of Viktor Kovalenko, who is alright. He's a good player. I'm surprised they let him go. They've sold Kingsley Coleman to Chelsea for an absolute bucket load of money. Why would you do that? I don't know. Why have they done that? And they've sold Kyle. Oh man, no way. They've sold 2 of the best wingers to Chelsea. So are they going to be any good going forward? I mean, why would you sell Mbappe? You'd keep hold of him with everything you could freaking have. I mean, they've brought in some money, but that's going to be a big blow. So we're on to the first team squad. How it is after all these years. They've added a few, they've got rid of a few. And they had a lot big pool to choose from. And this is what they're up to right now. If we arrange it by age, actually. We've got an 18-year-old in the first team squad called Sean Clinton. So he's a regen player. Obviously he must have some promise. We don't really know yet, but he looks okay, finishing 16. He could be good. He's pretty quick as well, so he's got something about him. And if we arrange it by value, they've still got Marco. I think he's wanted. Oh, he's listed. Why is he listed? Why would you list him? Wants to win a trophy and he's excited. He's willing to regain his place in the first team. He can't get in the team. He's not wanted. He's bloody brilliant. You've got Dele Alli up here. So he's got some really good players. Wow. He's now worth 65 million. Diawara, defensive midfielder. No way. Gabriel Barbosa's up there as well. You've got Nicholas Sewell. So they've got some good players, man. They've still got some great players. Would I do what they did? No. I'd be keeping all the Kylian Mbappe and Kingsley Coleman. I'd be keeping all of them all. Putting massive clauses in the contract. And trying to get that Champions League whilst developing my own players. Let's have a cheeky look actually at the youth team. So here is it, the youth team. And we'll just have a quick look at their most valuable player, Mick. Good old Mickey. And there you go, 15 years old. Looks alright. I mean, because you have got great facilities, so they're going to get good regens. I would like to see a few more maybe coming through. If we have a quick look at the under 23s. Who we've got in here? Dolberg's just not. I thought Dolberg. Every time I say Dolberg, I think of Goldberg for some reason. Do you know the wrestler? I thought he was going to be a lot better. Maybe he's just not played. What's he been up to? He's just getting loaned out all over. It's showing not really doing anything when he's loaned out, which is a real shame. Holgate's down here as well. He's got Sola. Did they get anyone young? There we go. Paul Sourth. Bit disappointed. They haven't developed anyone, but really have to look right into it. But hopefully you've enjoyed this, because it has been quite fun to look at. Right, there you go. That's the end of the episode. Hopefully you liked it. Wonderkid Wanderers FC. Don't forget, if you really want to have a go yourself, let me know. And if anyone asks, I'll put it out on Steam for download, the database, and you can change it around yourself. If there's a young player you like, you can switch it. Do whatever you want with it. Do you know what I mean? I'll even put a save file in case you can't be bothered and you just want to play this. I'll put a save file out there for you as well. But yeah, if you did enjoy it, smash that like button. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to check out my series. I've been Booed. You've been great. I'll see you later.